Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time, we're talking about the importance of knowing your IT support team. All right, so we want to talk about the importance of knowing your IT support team. And a lot of companies are starting to outsource their IT to other companies, especially the small, medium-sized business. It doesn't make sense to bring that staff in-house, pay all the benefits, the salary, all the licensing and hardware that you still need on top of everything else going on. So it's typically easier to outsource your IT than it is to bring it in-house. But with that being said, you want to make sure you understand who you're outsourcing it to and hopefully go meet those IT support professionals, go to their office, see how they do things. One of the things I always offer to new prospects as part of the process is to come visit our office. Come meet our staff, see what we're doing, how we're doing it, what kind of support we provide, what our office looks like. I mean, a lot of times, you'll learn a lot about a company by seeing how they take care of themselves and how they take care of their company, their office, their vehicles, those kinds of things. So it's very important to really kind of know who you're getting into an agreement with. Now, it's not to say that IT companies, even ours, we outsource some services to other places, but it's not where they're going to interact with the client. It's where we're partnering with certain best of class providers for different security software, our backup and disaster recovery. Again, we're not hosting our own cloud environment, those kinds of things. We are outsourcing that, but they're not directly interacting with you and have direct access to your infrastructure, your computers, so on and so forth. So the reason this is kind of important, kind of came to light the other month, was there were some North Korean IT professionals that were posing as US employees. And this was going on with some Fortune 500 companies. So they were getting access to intellectual property and things of that nature. Now, you might say, hey, I'm not a Fortune 500 company, all this other stuff, but a lot of companies are outsourcing overseas, Philippines, India, those kinds of things. So who are those companies using? Yeah, you may know or trust your IT provider to vet those people who are supporting you, but who are they using? Because I guarantee you most IT providers aren't flying over to the Philippines or over to India and physically going into those offices and making sure people are who they say they are. I mean, you hear about horror stories all the time with remote workers working multiple jobs, doing different stuff. So it's very important to get to know who is supporting you from an IT perspective. It's very important. So one of the couple of things you want to ask when you are looking for an IT provider is, do you outsource any of your support to a third-party provider or company, right? Are all your employees local and in your office, or how are they set up? And can I visit your office? I highly recommend you visit your IT provider's office. Again, see what they're doing to monitor your networks. I've gone on a number of prospecting calls where they tell me their current IT provider is monitoring their systems, but I find no monitoring software installed on anything other than maybe like TeamViewer and things of that nature, Go to My PC, which allow them to remote in. But those kinds of applications do not actively monitor the device. So they're not going to tell you whether it's on or not. They're not going to tell you if it's patched or not and apply patches. It's not going to give you a hardware and software inventory listing for all those devices. So it's not truly being monitored. It's not watching the event logs. It's not checking disk space and alerting on those different things. So you want to make sure you're truly getting. If you're not sure, ask questions. Ask to see how they would remote in and provide that remote support. What's the procedure when getting an alert? Are you going to know when my server goes offline? Are you going to know when my workstation is running low on disk space? How is that happening? Ask some good questions so that you're comfortable understanding. Not all remote software is the same. Some remote software alerts you that somebody is on the machine, others do not. Some black out the screen so you can't see what the other person's doing. Some do not. We do not black out the screen. We want you involved in that process so you can see what it is we're doing, monitor what we're doing, ask questions if need be. So please, when looking for an IT provider, maybe when changing IT providers, as part of your process and your procedure in doing that, please go visit and ask these questions of your prospective IT provider. If you have any questions or want to know how we do things here and come visit our office and meet our team, please reach out to us at 760-770-5200.